kinds of nutrients that our body requires to protect us against disease, including cancer, that this is important. And that is, in my mind, the probable reason why the Thai population has such a low level of cancer compared to other places in the world. Now, are you satisfied? Do you get great satisfaction from the idea that you may be working on something that could eventually be used to treat cancer in humans?
Yes, I'm very satisfied. Yeah.
This has been the goal of your whole career?
Yes. I think I will also proceed or continue this research. Yeah.
Okay. You have studied many natural products, correct?
Yes.
Has the mangosteen been the product amongst all of the natural products that in your mind has shown the greatest promise?
Yes, it is now. I mean, I feel very impressed with this
so
mangosteen. Yeah.
It was kind of a search
Yeah.
to try and find the most impressive product.
Yeah.
And in your mind, this is the mangosteen.
Yes, that's correct.
This is exciting.
Yeah,
Now,
it is.
my job in the United States is to talk about the mangosteen in a food supplement.
Yes.
And you know that in Thailand, people don't necessarily need food supplements because they eat the herbs and the whole foods right in their diet.
Yes.
But in North America, we have, unfortunately, problems in our diet that make it virtually necessary to supplement in order to get the nutrients that our body requires.
Yes.
And there has been recently a wonderful product containing the mangosteen that I recommend to people. I was involved in clinical medicine, so I had hands-on work with the patients. I used drugs, and later in my career I began to use alternatives such as food supplements.
Yes.
For me, the mangosteen also, in my process of weeding things out, has been the food supplement that I think holds the greatest promise for benefit when people undertake nutritional interventions when they have diseases. Because I'm convinced, and I think that most doctors are convinced, that when you are going to try and do something about a disease that you may have contracted or about a condition that is developing in your body which could threaten you or threaten your welfare or your life, that the best thing you can do, the absolute best thing that you can do, and the first thing, and something which is completely under your own control, is you start to eat differently. And amongst other things, you should choose excellent supplements, whole food supplements, because there are benefits in whole foods that cannot be found in others, and implement that as the very first step in treating any serious disease. Now, from what you know as a researcher, would you think that that is correct?
Yeah, that's very correct. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Do you eat differently? Do you eat the mangosteen now?
Yeah, I do.
And do you take the mangosteen as a form of food supplement?
Yes.
Good. I do as well. Many other doctors have begun to do this. And I am convinced that researchers, world-class researchers, like Dr. Ramita, will be coming to the same realization that she has come to, that the mangosteen is a wonderful source, a treasure trove of nutritional ingredients that the body needs and that the body can use to perform the functions that it must perform in preventing disease and in attacking disease if disease is present as it moves towards a restoration of equilibrium. Well, Dr. Ramita, this has been wonderful talking with you,
yes.
And I want to thank you so much for taking your time and coming and making available to us the information from your studies.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the things again that we have talked about today. Dr. Ramita is a researcher. She works with animals and she works with cultures in laboratories. She is not a clinician. I am a clinician. I work with people. But neither one of us wishes to give you the impression that the information we have presented is anything but very promising information about the mangosteen. And we want you to understand that we cannot conclude with any degree of certainty that there will be benefits in the human body the same as we saw in Dr. Ramita's studies in vitro and in the bodies of animals. As she suggested, more studies are required, but this is promising, and this makes it very reasonable for people to use. It strengthens the resolve and makes it very reasonable for people to use the mangosteen as an addition to their diet. It is important to understand that in your bodies, the mangosteen doesn't do anything. The mangosteen is a source of nutrients. Your body will choose to use those nutrients for whatever it requires. This is true of all foods. And when you have and take into your body nutrient-rich foods, the body's job becomes much easier. That's what the mangosteen does. It helps the body maintain the functions of equilibrium and homeostasis that must exist for health to either be restored or to be maintained. We want to thank you for sitting down and talking with us, and we're going to keep track of Dr. Ramita, and we're going to watch her career as she goes to Vienna and as she publishes her papers, and we'll make sure that you can get this information. And at that point in time, you can draw your own conclusions. Thank you.